It's a hockey movie made by hockey people.
Our father was a coach for Colgate for many seasons and coached pro, and so we grew up around the sport of ice hockey.
It was really important to me to find really great actors, and we needed to find people who could skate and play hockey. So the hockey gods are smiling on us so far.
Gretzky and Lemieux. It's pretty extraordinary. And don't forget Dylan Playfair, because his dad was a player and his uncle was a player too, 12 years for Buffalo.
My dad played pro hockey, my uncle played pro hockey, both my brothers played junior, so I come from a real long line of hockey players. Dean's Bobby's best friend in the film.
They're sort of bonded by the camaraderie and the love of this thing, and also the sort of unconscious unknown of why they're even doing it in the first place. And so maybe it's like a collage, less of individuals that you meet over time and more like a comfort of a shared understanding of the thing that you're pursuing.
Dean's in a different place in his life. He's sort of seen the writing on the wall and recognized that it might be his last season playing pro hockey, and it's time to move on. Dean's not, sad about it. He's not upset about it. It's just the evolution that every hockey player has to go through. It's a career where you can't do it forever.
It's such a struggle for so many guys and girls, to give up on say that it's enough and hang up their skates.
There were so many parallels between sort of what I had done in my own career. I had playing my college hockey at Colgate, which is of course in Hamilton, and then going overseas and playing in Europe. And similar to Bill was, neither of us were probably all that great, but you still have that dream and you want to continue playing.
When Bill came to us and said, "Hey, I would love for you guys to produce a movie," the one thing he asked, and he made it crystal clear, was he wanted it to be authentic.
I think definitely the Gatsby thing was one that stuck with me, because it wasn't until I stopped hockey that I understood that book at all. And I mean, it couldn't have been, I remember reading it at the time and just thinking like, just give me the cliff notes, give me the movie, just get me out, anything to not have to read this. And then finally, like, having stopped something, trying to recapture and live it again and realizing that's kind of life. And so that was like, I was, holy shit, like this is, that really like resonated.
It's not your average, see how amazing I was that I made it to the NHL and I won all these amazing cups or whatever. It's very much a story about aspiring and hoping and trying, but ultimately failing to actually reach the NHL. But along the way, growing as a person and maybe also realizing that you don't necessarily need to achieve that specific goal, because life brings you along other paths, as it were.